Hello.
Hello.
So tonight we are going to play Tea Dragon Society. It's a card game. And the illustrations are super cute. It's based off of a graphic novel. And then, it's a card drafting game. It's a great intro to a card drafting game if you have not really played one before. It's fairly quick to play.
Yeah, it's a little longer with more people, but yeah.
I'd say like 20-ish minutes, I feel like it took us. I don't remember what it says on here. Oh, this says 30 to 60. Maybe I'm remembering incorrectly at the moment. I guess it kind of just depends.
Yeah.
But when we had the kids with us, it did take longer, but that's would be expected with more players. So, yeah. So, just kind of like a quick overview on it. You have a starting deck, and then you either draw from your starting deck or you buy something either from the market, or there's seasons. Each season, you're trying to buy memories that you have with your Tea Dragon. So, you use the ones from your starting deck to help you purchase other things, but then sometimes your Tea Dragon is a little naughty or mischievous. They'll bite, or they'll get cranky, or they'll be picky, and that makes you discard certain things based on that. So then it makes it hard to have the amount of money that you need to buy your stuff. So, but it's fun.
It is.
It was fun to play with the kids. Both kids caught on to how to play super quick. So we are going to play that with you tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess not play it with you, but you know what I mean.
If you have it, you play with us.
So he won last time.
Do we need to do spring here?
Oh yeah, we got to flip spring. So I get to start
Old friends
with
farmers market and butterflies.
The mentor card, because whoever is the first player, the person to their right, gets the mentor card, and it's basically just an extra currency. But then when you spend it, instead of discarding it, you pass it to the next player, and it kind of goes around the table. Yep.
All right, so let's draw, because I can't really buy anything. So
yep.
I draw entertaining.
Nice.
But feeding is my secret one.
Oh yes. So each dragon is named after tea, but they have like a special ability or their special power or whatever you want to call it. So like mine, for Jasmine, whenever I draw a grooming card, if I don't already have one out, I get to draw an extra grooming card. And then yours is that way for
feeding.
So I'm going to start with drawing a card, and I drew Picky. When I draw this, I have to discard this and a feeding card, but I don't have one of those out. So this is actually like the best time for me to draw this because it's not hurting me.
Yeah, I only have one currency. Sleeping.
Bored. Jeez.
He's tough to get going.
I know.
Grumpy. When drawn, discard this and a sleeping. So yeah, so I lost my sleeping card.
They needed a nap.
There are cards you can buy to help protect against that, though.
Yes. There's a sleeping. We don't have a whole lot of them out right now, but basically you're trying to get cards that are going to earn you points.
Yeah.
Part of things that you want to look at when you're buying from the market, like since I can draw an extra card with grooming, it's nice to have some additional grooming cards in there. And then like this one is worth 2, whereas the one that's in my starter deck is worth 1. And then cards like Sugary Treat, you would have to discard this if you drew Grumpy, but it's worth 3 points. You don't use it for buying anything, so to me it's not really a huge deal that you have to discard that one.
No, but there's other cards you can use. If you have an item, you can discard it and get 3 more cards, kind of thing. I think that's what it's for.
So there's some different options with those, and then the memories, they have different things that they require that you do when you draw them during play, but they're worth different points. Like this one's worth 6, and these are worth 2. And then once there's only one season memory left, then you move on to the next season. So we're starting with spring, and then we have to move on to the next one. So sometimes you get blocked from buying any memories.
Yep. And the market resets, so.
Yes.
Grooming. Oh, that's not mine.
No, that's me. Feeding.
get some money here. Feeding, that's my double card. Bored.
Aww. They're basically like children. And they're sleeping. And there's no limit to the cards that you're holding, which is nice.
Grooming.
Grooming. And since I didn't have another one out here, I get to draw another one. And it's a feeding. And I should probably buy something next time around, because now I actually
have a feeding, so I don't get another one.
6 that I can spend. Well, I can't spend all at once. This one, it's worth more points, but I'd have to discard one of my growth cards when I draw it. Whereas, like this one, I don't have to discard it if I'm holding a certain card, and the same with this one. I think I'm going to go for Old Friends.
Alright.
And I'm going to pay with a feeding and a grooming. Take Old Friends, and then I have to shuffle these back in. When you buy a memory, you have to shuffle it back into your deck.
Sleep.
Actually, I think I'm gonna get another grooming.
Shows up. Not wearing at 5 now.
You have a few options now.
I could change season. Hold a grooming. Yeah. Let's you hold a grooming.
The artwork on these are so cute on the cards.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy butterflies.
Ooh, so spring is over. So we toss that into the box. The market just gets discarded, gets cleared out. And then we flip. For summer, we've got travels and swimming and kite flying. Put the new market down. We've got a book.
Huh?
We go, brick. Immediately, each player may shuffle their deck and discard. And why not? And then you just remove that out. I mean, if I had just spent a ton of money, I definitely would want to shuffle it back in so that I have a chance to bring it up before my deck runs out.
True.
Okay. Entertaining. A brush.
Sure, that was good.
I know, I want to get one of those so I can draw extra grooming cards. And then an iron teapot. This one is good. The points are determined at the end based on how many memory cards you have. I can't buy that yet, so I'm going to need to draw a card. And it's a grooming. I don't get to draw another one right now, though, because I already had one out.
Feeding. I can draw another one. Entertaining.
Nice. Alright, I'm spending 4 to get this brush. So in the future, I would be able to draw grooming again. Feeding.
3. Alright. Feeding. But I already have one, so.
Wrong deck. I was going to draw from the market. Sleeping.
Feeding again.
Alright. Oh, I drew a picky, so I gotta take one of my feeding ones out. Even though he's being naughty, he's still, like, cute.
That's how it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I probably should have made tea to go with.
Probably.
To go with playing this.
4, 5. Kite flying.
I like that it's, I mean, there's definitely, you know, some randomness based on, like, the cards and stuff.
Yeah, so it just reminded me of Hero Realms, like you said, where you just have a deck and you're like,
but there's still, I mean, there's still some strategy in terms of what cards you're going after and things like that. But I also like that this one is a fairly, like, relaxed kind of game. Like, it doesn't feel, like, super intense.
No, it doesn't.
Like, it's
There's
just
no
sort
fighting
of,
or anything.
It's just sort of like, okay, we're just hanging out, and if we don't want to talk a whole lot, you don't have to talk a whole lot while you do this. You can just flip your cards. Sleeping.
Alright, feeding. Any more feeding cards? There's one up there. Entertaining.
Alright. Entertaining. I probably should have looked more at buying something. Actually, no.
Actually, I can buy feeding. Ooh.
Bed.
Spill my money. How much is that one again?
I'm trying to remember if it was 3 or 4. I have a couple of cards that are misprint. They don't have the cost markings on them.
No, some don't have the. There's a few. There's like 3 cards total that have the missing something.
But on those ones, I know that they don't.
Yeah,
they're not worth anything in terms of currency. But there's a couple of them that are. But they're 3 or 4. All the ones that.
Those usually are 4. Like your brush is 4. I'm assuming it's 4.
Yeah, I think one of the other ones is 3, like the wind chime or something. I think that is.
All right, nice bought. So your turn.
All right, so let's see. I have 4.
Buy the bed.
I could. Or do I want to buy travels? I kind of wanted the iron teapot.
Oh, so many choices.
I know. Well, you don't have any money right now, so...
No.
So you're not going to buy the last memory.
I could get a bunch of cards in a row, though. I'll actually get 2 at the most.
Could. Okay, luckily I drew a feeding and not a naughty dragon action.
Naughty dragon. When drawn, discard this unless you hold an entertaining card. Wow, I should have waited. That's my kite flying.
So now I have 5. So do I want to get swimming or do I want to get the iron teapot? Because it's going to take some time for me to build up to buy
iron
memory
teapot will
again.
give you the most. I guess you could buy multiple memories if you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go for the iron teapot. So now you get the mentor's card. I figure I'm okay right now because you still have to build up money too. But now we're going to be kind of possibly racing for the last memory.
Bite.
But it depends because...
I have no grooming. So.
You know, it would be nice to grab more of these kinds of things to help you draw more cards because as you go
towards
through
the end, you can get like a whole bunch of like 10 in a row.
And as you go through the seasons, they get more expensive to buy those memories.
Like 11 at the end.
Board. I don't have an entertaining just to discard with it though.
Board. And they're bored together.
Probably getting into trouble. Grumpy. So I just assume.
What is this?
Why? They're copying me?
No, they're teaming up on us.
Worst when children do that.
Kids didn't get grumpy together.
Grooming, and then I get to I get to draw again because of Jasmine, and it's not grooming, and because of the brush. So, trying to remember how I usually like to lay these out.
I know. You do underneath the ones that match it or whatever. Feeding, like another one. That's my 2 feeding too. Sleeping. Oh, he's so cute.
Aww.
Like my person's horns.
Oh, I gotta.
And you buy that cheaper one, it has a negative effect, but it's worth more points. So.
Yeah, I drew the old friend's memory, and it made me discard a growth card, which is a grooming, a sleeping, an eating, or an entertaining, which are my money cards.
Alright, your turn.
Grooming, and then I get to draw again because of my brush and the feeding.
I'm gonna spend 3. 3. Buy musical instrument. Some sort of bonus to me.
Oh, fickle dragons. So we are in summer, so discard a sleeping. Oh goodness.
Well, you only sleep in summer or something?
I don't have that, thankfully.
Should have spent that one.
Right. So I have 5 that I can spend.
Here goes summer.
So we went swimming.
Here comes fall or autumn. We got Hungry Dogs. That one's a strange one, but I haven't read the graphic novel. Fall Festival and Autumn Harvest.
It looks a little scary.
When draw, discard this. I mean, it's cheaper.
It's worth points, but there's no other benefits to it. But
you just draw it. It just wastes a turn.
Basically, but it's not as harmful as in terms of.
Well, there's one that says when you draw it, you discard it and a growth card.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
is it
one I
you
have.
okay,
Yeah, like that's actually more damaging than Hungry Dogs.
Yeah. That's a hungry dog. I gotta read the graphic novel. Available on Amazon.
I really want to get it, and she's got other ones too. I really, really like her artwork and stuff. Oh, I gotta put the new market out. Sleeping, a bed,
That's 4, right?
a feeding clock. That helps with the picky and musical instrument. Okay, so did you? No, I bought the last one,
Yep.
right?
Sleeping.
Entertaining. There was one game where I had like
Yeah,
multiple things, so that it was like almost every time I drew a growth card, I could draw more.
I need to shuffle
It was
these
very-
bad boys.
Handy. Oh, there's a grooming, and I get to draw 2 more. Picky. I don't have a feeding out, so I'm okay there. Now I have a feeding.
Oh, it's good. Good order. Entertaining.
Lucked out on that one.
It's in everything here except feeding.
I'm gonna spend this 3 to buy the feeding clock, and that'll protect me when I do draw a picky. I don't have to discard a feeding.
Hmm?
Feed your dragon on a schedule.
Last one. Yay! Butterflies. When John discards this unless you hold entertaining. Ooh. I mean, it's worth money
Nice.
then.
Alright. Bored. I don't have entertaining
I hear
out,
ya.
so I'm okay. Hey,
Um,
go play a game.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna buy the bed. So whenever I draw a sleeping character, I draw again. So, fruit, that was a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
what I need with my guy.
Sleeping. I didn't buy a bed.
Sleeping. Look. Oh, it's not out there yet. It's right here. Doesn't it go in my discard pile when I buy it?
No.
Okay, well then I get to draw again. That's why you're here.
I mean, we've never done that.
I did it with my last one I bought. My New Zealand.
That was... You did?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I thought that's what you did.
Great. Now I'm gonna have to double check rules because we hadn't been playing like that. I don't think
No, I agree. I just didn't think about it.
your memory gets shuffled in.
Okay. No, I think you're right. So, I'll just wait. It's already shuffled in. So if I lose now, I know why.
Old friends, so now I have to discard that.
Alright. Feeding. Yeah.
Yeah, I have like no money out right now.
Oh, keep that again. Kite flying.
Jeez. How much money do you have out there? Or growth. They call it growth, but it's current the currency. Grumpy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's that? That's what 4 points. When drawing, you may discard a growth card you hold to draw 3 cards.
Alright, now I got 1.
I'm gonna get that autumn harvest up in here. Yeah, there it is. I'll put it out there.
Yeah?
So it's fair, huh? I made a mistake.
I'm almost positive
No, I
it
agree,
goes
but I was
into
actually
your
want me to put it there now.
hold when you buy it. Well, yeah, because you should have put it there before.
Okay.
Unless, of course, I reread the rules and find out.
As long
that
as we
it's
all
not-
play the same way. So.
Right, and that's how we've been playing.
I think another game, like thinking like Hero Realms, when you buy it and put it. That's why.
Right, you don't get to play it right
so
away.
To me, I'm thinking the market right away, so that's why.
But also in Hero Realms, you don't keep a hold out.
No, I know.
It's
It's
like
similar
you're-
to that, where you, card drafting, where you draft your deck.
Feeding.
Feeding. Bite. Oh, didn't hurt me at all.
Can't buy anything for 2. Entertaining.
Sometimes there's 2 cards out there.
I mean, right
Feeding.
now I
already
don't.
have a feeding, so that's what I mean. Good.
Buying this grooming.
Okay, well, I'm using my feeding to buy the fruit. That'll help me. My feedings.
Milk. Sleeping.
Feeding. So I get, and I get twice. Entertaining, and another one.
Jeez.
Grooming. Butterflies. Oh, well, they're entertaining, so I can buy another card already.
Man.
See, what happens when you start.
Yeah. I have to do this. Grooming. Nice draw again. Swimming. I get to, when drawn, discard unless you hold a grooming, which I do, and then it says draw again.
I guess I don't get that because.
Which is another grooming. This only fires off like once a turn, though.
I'm gonna spend.
Wait. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
4 on the teapot. So we have a teapot. So let's go on here then.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't really do anything. It just.
It's there.
Yeah. Just hangs out there.
All right.
Question is, do I want to buy a memory or do I want to buy something else that's going to help me when I get into winter?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to spend 4 on this musical instrument because then when I draw an entertaining, I can draw again. Hopefully that was a good choice because I could have bought one of the memories.
Buy the gloves. I think it's picky.
Alright.
Brush is all I need, and I got all 4 of them.
See, this brush is only 3.
Huh.
Drew grooming. So I gotta shuffle, but I get to draw again. But just once this time since I had left one of my grooming out there. And it's a feeding. I wish it would have been an entertaining.
Alright. Grumpy.
2, 4, 6.
Hungry dogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy the hungry dogs.
Hungry eyes. We got tea ceremony. We got fresh snowfall. And we got winter walk.
Ooh.
They're all. What was it? 8?
Wow! 4 plus, and then 1 point for each item card you have at game end.
It's gonna be better because it's more expensive. 1 plus except starter cards. Each card except starter cards. That's for each item card. So
That'd be like the milk and
anything with
that
the
kind
teapot
of
on the
stuff.
bottom.
That. And this one, like the 1 point for each card that you have except your starter cards. I mean, it's definitely helpful. But I always forget that most of my deck is starter cards, so it ends up not being as many points as I think it's going to be. But it still is nice.
Yeah, not sure what else I bought that wasn't. I mean, that counts your memory cards also.
Mm-hmm.
So you bought one. Okay, so my turn. Feeding.
Wait, did we clear this?
We did not. I can't buy them anyways.
Oop. There's the wind chimes. The
That's the one with nothing on it.
The
Yeah.
empty wind chimes.
They're silent.
They're not very good wind chimes if they're silent.
No, it's magical. You don't know how they sound.
Oh. Alright. Entertaining. And a brush. The brush was just there.
No. I don't have that one yet.
Alright, did you...
No, oh, I did. Feeding. And then sleeping. And then sleeping. He ate and then he slept a lot.
Yeah. Alright, grooming. So I get to draw twice.
Dragon behind me.
Yeah, but that one was a board one, but I don't have entertaining. And then swimming. And then I can keep this out since I have a grooming. And then that one tells me to draw again. And it's an entertaining, which tells me to draw again.
Man.
And then I drew a picky. I don't have feeding anyway, but I have the feeding clock, so that would have protected me.
Sure.
So
Rather entertaining. Well, you know what? I'm going to save my money. I'm saving. No. No.
that's responsible.
Teaching my dragon more responsibility.
And
Go buy entertainment with your money. Save it up.
feeding.
Autumn Harvest. When you draw, you may discard a growth card.
Sure.
And then draw 3 cards and discard this. Yeah, awesome.
Well, there you go.
There's gonna be a lot of work here. No, no, that's not the same thing. Entertaining. Draw again.
You gotta shuffle that deck.
Draw and discard this and entertaining. That came first, so I still get to draw a card.
Yes.
Then they go away. That one anyway. I think that all worked out right.
I think so. All right. Grumpy. I don't have a sleeping, so that's okay.
Drumming. Oh, I have one of those. That's the brush is for.
Mm-hmm. Sleeping.
Grumpy. Oh. Stop being grumpy.
Right. Grooming, and I get to draw one because of the brush. And it's a feeding.
And you're getting the money first.
Mm-hmm.
Bite. Oh, losing money here. It's like gambling.
I think I'll just get this one because I think it'll work out the same for me otherwise anyway. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Fresh snowfall, which we don't have. We haven't had.
Nowhere near enough money. You take a loan?
No. They don't loan money to dragons. To tea dragons.
No, I think the Iron Bank, whatever it's called.
Hunger dogs.
Not sure where I was going there for a second. Oh, no feeding, draw again, and then a feeding, draw again. I discard a growth card, and then this. Let me do that after this. Okay, I'm gonna discard this and a growth card. Alright, feeding. They only went off one per turn, so I went off right here. Another feeding. And then butterflies. Okay, I may have enough money now.
Maybe. I think you do. Feeding.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Time
6,
to
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Second dinner.
I'm gonna buy the 11 one.
Alright.
Game over.
Game over.
Timing is.
I know. The dog is requesting our assistance.
Hey Google, take the dog out. I'll do that. It doesn't work yet.
She can't do that yet. Okay, so now we have to do a little bit of sorting so that we can do some math.
There's points. His starter deck doesn't do anything.
I don't think I need these.
This is a market one. This is points.
At least they make it easy for you to know your starter deck, because for one, your dragon's name's on the bottom, and it has a little ST.
Yeah, Jay, that's what gives away the big ginseng on mine. Alright. That's where you need a calculator. Not really to do the math, to keep track of the math.
Right.
5, 8, 10.
Well, I kept it fairly easy for myself this time.
That's only about 4 points.
Yeah, I'm going to have to log this. We like to keep track of our
1 plus each card.
plays.
Except starter card. They count this too?
Yes.
Huh. Does it count?
No.
Alright. Got my score.
Okay, what's your score?
25.
20, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Oh. So now her dragon devours my dragon.
It was getting this iron.
I had too.
Oh, wait. You know what? No.
You're right.
Yeah, that is what put me over, because I had to just 23 with the memories.
I mean, that's helped me too. I mean, I haven't.
But I'm
This
saying,
only
like,
gave me 11.
but I almost didn't get this. Remember, I was kind of like, should I get this or should I get the memory?
We get one was with 8, right? That probably helped too. I only had
Yes.
5 was my highest.
You know why I ended up going for this one? Because it cost only 9. The other one cost 10, and even though it was 4 plus the items, I knew I only had 4 items, so I was only going to get 8 points. So it was cheaper to get this one instead of waiting another turn.
Yes, that's fun.
Yep.
It's,
So that wasn't super.
there's not a ton of strategy other than just like buying things at the right time, you know.
It's a card drafting, deck building kind of game.
Yeah, it's definitely a good start for the kids, like, because it's cute, and then they also get into the, you know.
Yeah, I feel like it's a good starter kind of one. Mm-hmm. Not that people who have played them before wouldn't enjoy this game, but I definitely think if someone isn't
It's
super familiar with
more relaxing, so it's not like
the,
you're like, I need to get damage and when I'm healing. And
right. So definitely, especially with kids, I think this is a really good option because you don't have that. I mean, you're still competing to try to have the most points, but you don't have that.
You don't really know until the end of the game.
That too, and it's
not unless you buy multiple, like you were buying multiple memory cards at one time. I mean, that does change things.
Or like when you guys all bought them,
and you couldn't. And
then I can't remember if Xander bought like 2 or something, and so then I didn't get to have one that season, and that definitely impacted my score. But it doesn't have that like
competitive feel to it.
Yeah, because you're not like attacking each other throughout the game. You're just kind of like
having some tea,
So I think this is a really good one with the kids. If you've played this, definitely drop a comment, let us know, or if this is something that you have been looking at or are interested in. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you at the next game.
Bye.